Hi.
What's good, everybody? Next, we're back with some more World of Warships Legends. Today, we've got the Kamikaze. A lot of people feel like this boat is OP, but it's a balanced ship. There are a lot of ships in this game that have some really powerful mechanics, but they also end up kind of having some balancing to them. So these torpedoes here are some of the fastest in the game, especially at this tier. Those are going 71 knots. So those are extremely fast torpedoes. Like you could see the blue ones from an ally, and you can see how fast my torpedoes are catching up to their torpedoes. Now, if you'll notice, this is a 4v4 destroyer match. So there are 4 destroyers on the enemy team, 4 destroyers on my team, just 2 battleships and 3 cruisers each. So in a match that has a tremendous number of destroyers, the game changes. So this is a domination match. So gunboats normally would have the advantage in a domination match because it's control points, and these torpedo boats, the guns on this boat are horrible. If you notice, your reload time gets increased by 10%. Your HP gets reduced by 10%. The range of your guns gets reduced by 7%, and the accuracy of your guns, so the grouping, how closely your shells are when you fire them, are reduced by 5%. So concealment 4.5 is fantastic, right? However, with all of this, you end up with a ship that cannot shoot, right? 11-second reload is horrible, like very, very bad. And if you build your ship towards a torpedo build, you naturally give up a number of benefits that you would get with a gun build with the same ship, different commander, just slightly different choices. You'll end up with a ship that is far better suited to shoot its main battery guns. With a torpedo build, however, you'll see very quickly why it is vital that we have our cruisers in this match. You'll notice both our battleships are dead already 3 minutes into the match. So now they still have all 4 of their destroyers, and they lost 1 battleship. So now I'm just trying to make sure that this Nassau just doesn't get through here, right? But it took a little long to launch those because I end up getting spotted right here. I guess there's an edge of the like the corner of that island was just low enough that he was able to spot me before my detection, which is 4.4, I believe, on this ship with this current setup. Or 4.5, I don't know. But I think he still takes one of those because the second set, yep, I had a secondary set, but he didn't get flooding, which is the main thing I wanted to get with that hit. So now I'm just trying to get him on fire. So in a situation where we are now down another cruiser and another destroyer, they've only lost the cruiser 4 minutes into the match. So this ship is extremely good at taking out battleships because it's torpedoes. Look how fast those are moving, especially at this tier. Um, I sent wide spread out mostly because I'm not interested in trying to do multiple launches. One of those is bound to hit. He only has enough health for 1 hit. So now they no longer have battleships, but they have all of their destroyers. One of which is a Kamikaze. The other is a V-170. They have a Jaguar, I believe. And, oh, yep, the Kamikaze torped a cruiser. All right. So now it's 3 destroyers versus 4 destroyers and a cruiser. Mind you, look at the cruiser on our team, bottom right corner of the map. Way too far away to engage any of these targets. These destroyers are the primary target of cruisers in the whole rock paper scissors of how this game is supposed to be currently set up. So, all right, cool. Kamikaze knocked out. Now it's a 3v3, right? This guy has all his health. He's also a German destroyer that is quite capable of shooting at this ship. The guns on this Kamikaze are terrible with this build. You'll see very soon. That's the main reason I'm trying to see if I can get a lucky torp off. Oh, they had 2 Kamikazes on the enemy team. All right. So the Omaha actually torpedoes a destroyer. So the cruiser torps a destroyer. Now it's 2 destroyers versus 3. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, the Borask. That's a gunboat destroyer. They still have a kamikaze. Okay. So they have 2 gunboats and a torpedo boat. Mind you, this is just the base setup. The Borask can technically be set up as a torpedo boat, but that is not what it specializes in. At least not at these low tiers. That's primarily a gunboat. Look at the caps. Look at where our cruiser is. This is it's extremely important to understand how you impact a match. Every ship serves some form of purpose. I started off at A. I tried to get A, got pressed out the cap by the cruiser. Went to B, capped B, but the cruiser was at that time coming in with the V170. So I got pushed out of B, right? So I come over to C to support my destroyer buddy. So now it's a 2-on-2 destroyer match, right? So we're trying to knock this guy out as soon as possible. But look at the guns. It's like a 9-second reload, 8.5 or something. And they are all over the place. They are not accurate guns, even up close. So the Borask that I'm with, I know is a gunboat. So I want to make sure he can keep shooting. My smoke is about to go get available. And yeah, I fell out the cap, but whatever. About to get right back in there. Pop smoke for our friendly destroyer. Let me see where this guy is. He's right behind me. I'm trying to get the Marblehead. Look, he has full health. He's running away from the other cruiser who has less than half of its health. So his positioning is putting this entire match at risk. It's already hard enough because the destroyer that I'm with is completely outgunned. Now I'm boxed in. This 170, if he were to have slowed down right here and just sit there, he could have shot my ship to shit because I'm already beyond my smoke range. I'm in between, technically, I'm between 3 of their ships right there. Okay? And this match would have been over right there because it would have been the Borask and that Marblehead, which is at the bottom of the map. He's way too far away to be of any purpose down there. So now, close quarters. That's almost 2,000 off of that guy. However, look at his rate of fire. I'm still waiting to shoot again. Those all splashed around his ship. So I'm like, well, maybe try the AP, right? Because he's just sitting broadside to me. But my rudder's knocked out. But it looks like it just was an escape tactic, so it kind of worked out. The Borask killed the Borask. So now it's just me and the Marblehead that was driving away. Now he went from having very high health to no longer having much health. So he was able to kill that guy. Fantastic. Look at the score. 5 minutes left. We're down just about 400 points. There are no battleships to kill to make a huge point swing. So we have to kill everybody. But I have two destroyers here that can either spot me or just outshoot me. This 170 can very much outgun this boat. He keeps showing up. He's taking smart angles. He's not allowing my ship the most direct torpedo lanes. He's playing very smart. So he's playing to the advantages of his ship. He's not just giving away free damage. What is my cruiser friend doing? Right? That other cruiser that's down there still has almost no health. Look how slowly he approached that angle. He's taking every possible precaution for us to trade instead of me being able to kill him with a single torpedo. Because that's really what this comes down to. If I hit him with a torpedo, he dies. That's the reality he's living with. My reality is if we sit there in open water, he'll shoot me to death. So we have to play this game while I'm waiting for this guy to finally either kill that cruiser, but no matter which way it goes, he has to come over here. I'm not going to be able to outgun this ship, and he's playing smart enough. So this is a moment where it's all about teamwork. There's no rushing this destroyer. I'm just waiting this out. The only other option is maybe going and trying to counter cap, but with this point variance, he has to get killed. There's only one way this match ends, with a win, and that's we have to get the kills. But if you look at the score again, 2 minutes 40 seconds, they're still up 3 ships, and they're up 500 points. This destroyer is playing a very smart match, very smart match. The cruiser that's with me is finally close enough to shoot into this cap, which is great. The Kamikaze got spotted. He had no health, so he got knocked out. Now it's a 2-on-2. However, that other cruiser hasn't been spotted for a while now, and this destroyer still has way more health than I do. So hopefully this Marblehead can just knock him out, which I definitely need. That's another 2,000 off of him. But look at how he's just melting my ship slowly but surely. Trying to angle so he has a harder shot for me, but trying to close the gap. Was able to get him, and I'm still just cautious looking to see if he torped, but no torpedoes. So now it's just me and this guy, and we have to kill this cruiser. It's a minute and a half. He's asking for assistance. I said no. The reason I said no is because he was going the wrong direction. So I gave him the direction he needs to be going in. I'm quite sure he doesn't understand what I'm trying to do. We have to kill this ship. There is 1 minute left in the match. They are up 450 points. We have to kill this ship. But my ship, I'm doing my little 44 knots. I've got an engine boost going for another 40 seconds. And I'm trying to get this ship spotted, because we need to kill this last cruiser. So my teammate starts shooting me. Now, one thing you guys should know, when you shoot a ship that's not spotted, those little markers right there are visible to the enemy. So I'm telling him, shoot that guy. He's still shooting my ship. He still shoot that guy. Still shooting my ship. He finally starts shooting at him. This cruiser is outside of my range. Like, my guns are going to do anything. There's still 10 seconds left. He has to die for us to get this win. And he finally kills the guy. He's been fighting that cruiser for a while now. The irony of this is how the score ends up. So sure, we got the Tokyo Express campaign going, so we got some new rewards. But this guy got 4 kills, right? Mind you, the Kamikaze had almost no health. Whatever. None of that stuff matters to me. The key is be a team player. You gotta participate. The things that like shooting at a friendly and creating situations where you can potentially throw the match only makes the the entire experience worse for everyone involved. So this was an extremely close match that was completely avoidable. If that cruiser was involved in the beginning, this match would have been so much closer. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the different viewpoints, getting another perspective in the game, and I'll catch you in the next one. Next era out.
Yay. Ooh. You ever seen Zombieland 2?
No, I didn't see the first one either.
Why?
That's exactly the question, actually.
They are freaking hilarious.
Are they now?